Alright, so last time we melted aluminum with this forge, bits of railing, and aluminum melts at about 1220 degrees Fahrenheit. So I think we'll kick it up a notch and see if we can melt some brass. Some brass locks here that we can't do anything with because they don't have enough keys. They're basically just scrap right now from a storage facility. And brass melts between 1600 and 1700 degrees Fahrenheit, so see if we can pull it off with this thing. Alright, first step is to separate all of the keys from the locks. And the foundry is already heating up over there. It'll be nice and toasty when I get this ready. Put in this bowl so it's easier to pick up the gloves. Alright. I have converted to being able to fire entirely using bark. And I can just go collect from the wood pile behind the house because there's an abundance of bark there that falls off the wood to burn. And bark, for whatever reason, burns incredibly hot. So, like if you stick a bunch of bark in your wood stove, it's very easy to overheat it with just a few pieces. So, it's perfect for melting brass because brass requires a bit more heat than aluminum. Alright, let's throw our locks in. Oh crap, well, we're missing one. That'll come out later. This is the fun part. I think I got enough fuel in there. I think it all melted. Oh, it's all... It's like soup. Really hot soup. like that. Brass muffins. Nice. So here are the remains of the slag. You have little bits of brass here that didn't quite get melted or wasn't liquid enough to flow out with the rest of the ingots, and here's the bit that cooled on the way pouring out, but for the most part it's these steel parts that are the end of the locks, the little part that slides around the back, and the little end piece here, and even if you hunt around enough, these little springs that are the pin springs. So there you go. Alright, so after several rounds of brass melting, this is what we've got. I was only really able to make one full muffin, which is this one in the middle here, with a little spot in the middle from where I had to pull a piece of steel out. And this is the first one I made. I buffed it up with a wire brush, and it's rather shiny and actually looks like brass rather than the dirty other ones. These little ones, I tried to use a mini muffin tin, but as you can see from this stuff stuck to the back, it didn't work out so well. And in fact, this one, I wasn't even able to get it out of the tin. I tried very hard to get this one out, but this is what happened. I had to beat them out, and then even still, the edge of this one is still stuck. I worked on this for a long time with bare pliers, and it's just glued on. I think it's because this must be an aluminum coating. Even though it's a steel tin, the aluminum coating melts into the brass and it makes it stick like crazy. But I was able to get this little coin out. But yeah, this is all the brass I've got so far. So I figured out what the deal is with this big chunk of what I thought was slag that I got out of the crucible in the last video. I had a similar chunk of this that wouldn't come out of the crucible, so I thought I would heat it up and see if it would get more malleable so I could knock it out. Turns out it's actually mostly pure aluminum. I just must not have had the heat on my furnace hot enough, so I didn't get this big of a pile melted. I couldn't melt all of that at once. I just kept melting it, and I would get about an ingot out of a time, and got about 3.5 ingots out of this chunk, or one this size. So with my bark, I should be more able to melt larger piles of aluminum and keep it all molten at the same time. As you might have noticed, I got this apron and face mask here so that I have less of a chance of melting my face or the rest of my body off while I'm playing with metal that is at a few thousand degrees, so that's definitely a plus. After this many heating and cooling cycles as this crucible has had, it's pretty much shot. It's all crumbly and extremely soft to where I can bend it with my hands, so next time I'll be having to make a new crucible out of a new extinguisher, so I think that'll have to happen before I melt anything else. Next time I melt any metal, it'll probably be this wire scraps here that have quite a bit of, and some more in some other places that are from putting in our new house. And they're quite a bit of metal, so that should be fun. Anyway, I guess I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.